to Language Practice Hub.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Language Practice Hub podcast. Riya, how are you today?
I'm doing great, Harry. How about you?
I'm good too. And today I think we have a really useful topic for people who love traveling.
Oh, I already know what you're talking about. Airport English, right?
Exactly. International travel and airport conversations.
That's actually a very important topic because when people travel to another country, they know a lot of English, but sometimes they still feel nervous at the airport.
True. And I think one reason is phrasal verbs.
Absolutely. You may understand every word in a sentence, but when someone uses a phrasal verb, suddenly you're like, wait, what does that mean?
Exactly. So today, instead of giving people a boring list of definitions, why don't we just talk about traveling?
I like that. Let's imagine that you and I are traveling internationally today.
Perfect. So Riya, what time should we leave home?
I think we should set off around 6 in the morning.
Set off. I like that phrase. So basically it means to start a journey.
Yes, when you start traveling somewhere, you can say, we should set off early.
So instead of saying, we should leave early, I can say, we should set off early.
Exactly. Both are correct, but set off sounds very natural when you're talking about starting a journey.
Nice. Okay, so we set off at 6, reach the airport, and then what?
First, we need to check in.
Right. We can check in online before going to the airport, or we can check in at the airport.
Exactly.
And these days, many airports have those self-service machines, right?
Yes, you can use a kiosk, print your boarding pass, and then go to the bag drop area if you have checked luggage.
Which brings us to another useful phrasal verb, drop off.
Yes, if you have a suitcase that you want the airline to take, you can drop off your luggage.
So if I say I need to drop off my bag, it means I need to leave my bag at the bag drop counter.
Exactly.
That's useful. Okay, our bags are checked in. Now we need to go through security.
And there's another phrasal verb.
Go through.
Yes, we often say, we need to go through security.
So go through can mean pass through something.
Right. At an airport, you might go through security, go through immigration, or go through passport control.
And sometimes security can take a long time.
Especially when the airport is crowded.
Exactly. And then you might get held up.
Yes, that's another important one.
So if I say, we got held up at security, it means we were delayed there.
Exactly. Maybe the line was too long, maybe there was an extra security check, or maybe something caused a delay.
So held up basically means delayed.
In this situation, yes.
Okay, imagine we finally get through security. Now we need to find our gate.
Yes, and this is where travelers need to look for information.
Like, let's look for our gate.
Exactly.
That one is easy. Look for means search for something.
Right. You might look for your gate, look for your boarding pass, or even look for your suitcase.
And if we don't know where the gate is, we need to find out.
Exactly.
For example, let's find out which gate our flight leaves from.
Perfect.
So, look for means search for something, while find out means get information or discover something.
Exactly. That difference is really useful.
Okay, Riya, imagine we are sitting at the gate and suddenly we hear an announcement.
Oh no, what happened?
The flight has been cancelled.
Seriously?
I'm afraid so.
Then our flight has been called off.
Right. Call off means cancel.
Exactly. If an event or flight is cancelled, we can say it was called off.
So I could say, our flight was called off because of bad weather.
Yes, that sounds natural.
But let's not cancel our imaginary trip yet.
Good idea. Let's imagine the flight is still operating.
Okay. The announcement says, passengers for flight 205, please proceed to gate 12.
Finally, we can board the plane.
And now we can use another phrasal verb, get on.
Right. We can say, let's get on the plane.
So get on means enter a bus, train, plane, or another type of transport.
Exactly.
And after everyone gets on, the plane is ready to leave.
And now comes one of the most famous airport phrasal verbs, take off.
Yes, the plane is about to take off.
Take off means the airplane leaves the ground and starts flying.
So we can say our plane took off at 8:30.
Exactly.
I actually love that moment.
Really? I get nervous every time.
Even after all your flights?
Yes, especially when the plane starts moving faster and faster.
Well, just relax. We're already in the air.
Okay, I'm feeling better now.
So, Riya, what happens when we finally arrive at our destination?
The plane needs to touch down.
Another great phrasal verb.
Yes. Touchdown means the airplane lands on the runway.
So we could say, our plane touched down safely.
Exactly.
And after we land, we need to get off the plane.
Right. We can say, let's get off the plane.
So we get on before the flight, and we get off after we arrive.
Exactly. That's a very simple way to remember them.
Get on, get off.
Yes.
Now comes my favorite part of international travel.
Let me guess. Food?
No,
Shopping?
no.
Then what?
Getting my suitcase.
Oh yes, we need to pick up our luggage.
Right. At baggage claim, we pick up our bags.
Pick up means collect something.
So if my suitcase arrives, I can say, I'm going to pick up my luggage.
Exactly.
But imagine I'm waiting, and my suitcase doesn't come.
That would be terrible.
Then I might say, I've been waiting for an hour and I still can't find my bag.
And hopefully you haven't run out of patience.
That's another good one.
Run out of means you have no more of something left.
Like, I ran out of money,
Exactly.
or we ran out of water.
Right.
So I could jokingly say, I've run out of patience waiting for my suitcase.
Yes, absolutely.
Luckily, our bags finally arrive.
Great. Now we can leave the airport.
But before we leave, we have to go through immigration.
Right.
And sometimes immigration can take a while.
Yes, especially when there are lots of passengers.
But if everything goes well, we can get through immigration.
Exactly. Get through can mean successfully pass or complete something difficult.
So after a long flight, if I finally pass immigration, I can say, we got through immigration.
Yes.
And then we're finally outside the airport.
We made it.
That was quite a journey.
And we used a lot of phrasal verbs without even realizing it.
Let's quickly think about what we used.
We set off from home.
Then we checked in at the airport.
We dropped off our luggage.
We went through security.
We got held up because of the long line.
We looked for our gate.
And we found out where the gate was.
Then hopefully our flight wasn't called off.
We got on the plane.
The plane took off.
And later it touched down safely.
We got off the plane.
We picked up our luggage.
Hopefully we didn't run out of patience.
And finally we got through immigration.
That's 15 useful phrasal verbs, and honestly, they're much easier to remember when you hear them in a real conversation.
Exactly. You don't always need to memorize long definitions.
Sometimes you just need to hear the phrase in a situation and understand how people actually use it.
And that's what we wanted to do today.
So if you're planning to travel internationally, listen to this conversation a few times.
And try using these phrasal verbs in your own sentences.
Maybe imagine yourself at the airport and create your own little conversation.
Because the goal isn't just to understand English.
The goal is to actually use it.
Exactly.
All right, Riya, I think our imaginary trip is over.
Already?
Yes, unless you want to go somewhere else.
Where?
Anywhere. As long as you're paying for the tickets.
Nice try, Harry.
I had to ask.
Anyway, thanks for joining us today.
And we'll see you in the next conversation.
Keep practicing, keep speaking.
And keep traveling.
Bye.
So, what did you think about our conversation today? Let us know in the comments. We'd love to hear what you think. And we'll see you in our next video. If you found this conversation useful, don't forget to like, comment, follow and subscribe to our channel Language Practice Hub. Keep practicing, keep speaking, and keep improving your English every day. See you in the next conversation. Bye for now.
Thanks for watching. Keep learning, keep growing. See you in the next lesson.